Well, thank you, Darlene. I do want to reinforce two things, and I'll share a little story. One of them is about asking. The most powerful thing in closing a sale is asking. You have to invite, you have to ask people to join Scouts. While it's great that we have all these resources, the most powerful part of the process is asking. So it's asking your neighbor, your neighbor's kids, inviting them to a meeting. Those are the kinds of things for membership. So, second, I want to share a quick story. So, a few years ago, we got an email from the Be a Scout page, and it turns out it was a gentleman who lived in the UK and was on a long-term assignment with Cobham over in Orchard Park. He was asking, he said, hey, I'd be interested in knowing more about scouting in the US. He's a very active scouter over in the UK. So sure enough, like everything else, we invited him, we got him signed up. He was an assistant scoutmaster for the summer while he was here in the States. He enjoyed rafting, by the way, with Adventure Calls and a lot of other fun activities. We taught him how to do hammock camping and some of the other skills that we do here in the States. And he shared how scouting in the UK works. Well, a year or two later, when the Bills played over in the UK, he invited us to come and stay with him, and I have a lifelong friend now, all from that pin on Be a Scout. So those things are important. I know they're a nuisance, but they're important. Okay. All right, let's talk about some of the programs, and there's a lot of them here in the room. First, let's have another quick video. I don't know about you, but I always get a little choked up when I see those videos. I think there's so much fun to be had, and how do we squeeze it all in so little time? So let me tell you about how some of this is going to happen. All right, first of all, as you know, we've got a team here from our Camp Scout Haven, and they shared with us a number of slides and information about some of their improvements on camp. And Andrew, did you want to come up, or he's kind of shaking his head? No, all right. Okay, so let me share with you what's going on at Camp Scout Haven. Well, first of all, they have this new inflatable iceberg that that is for the Scouts BSA program. Floats out, as you know, in the beautiful Crystal Lake. Fun activity for Scouts that's new this year, and thank you for the donors who put the money together for that. Another enhancement that Digger and Jake put together is this great new changing facility. It's actually next to Lakeside Lodge as I last saw it. It keeps moving. But the idea is there's 3 individual changing rooms so that Scouts can get in and out of their bathing suit in a private setting without going all the way back to their camp. So that's great. The STEM Center's a number of activities, a number of improvements. From Cub Scouts has got egg drop and engineering challenges. For Scouts BSA, there's space exploration, robotics, some more computer programming, these kinds of skills. These are all enhancements to the STEM program. Another big improvement was in trying to prepare for COVID and trying to do cohorts and all that, which hopefully we won't need to do. We have this brand new portable video screen and sound system that Jim Pritchard put together that goes out in the parade field. So what's going to be nice is you're going to be able to play videos to the group at night and other entertainment. We'll be able to use it in other facilities too, as it's portable. So it's I think it's going to be a great enhancement. I know it's kind of multimedia is part of the experience at these days, so it'll be real nice. One of the other things that was kind of interesting to do, I went through the other week, and they had just freshly repaved the basketball court and freshly striped it. It looked beautiful. I have to admit, I've never seen the basketball court so clean and neat and level and square. In addition to that, too, we did a ribbon cutting for the new Matar Leadership Center. And this is a multi-purpose facility. In the wintertime, we use it to store our birch bark and the big pontoon boat from the aquatics program. And in the summertime, the bicycles and some of the other skills are stored in there. And very soon, they'll have a concrete floor, and they'll be able to do other activities in there. And I think the Cope guys are talking about maybe putting a climbing wall inside there, so it's kind of interesting. New shotgun range and new rifle range, and along with some new management, right? Chris comes back. Josh is the camp manager or camp director, and Stacy Ramos is taking over Cub Scouts. So a great new team for Camp Scout Haven this year. And we're very excited about this new opportunity for Scouts BSA to have a waterfront, to be able to do swimming, to be able to do boating, all these other aquatics activities that were unfortunately, because of the dam situation at Shelkoff, unavailable. All right, so I'm going to turn it over to Mona for some Scout activities. Where'd you go there, Mona? There you are.
Everybody, I'm Mona Lloyd, and with me I have Andy Loeb. I'm the Council Activities Chair, and Andy wears a multitude of hats to include, oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now? Does that sound familiar? So I'm the Activities Chair for the Council, and Andy Loeb is with me, and Andy wears a multitude of hats, including the Red Jacket Commissioner, and he's also our Activities Chair for Red Jacket. So, I am super, super excited to be here and to see all of you. As far as I'm concerned, I think we can all agree, Scouting's alive, and we're going to get better and better and better, and Darlene is going to drive us to lots of new memberships, so I'm really, really excited about that. So what I want to do is we're going to talk about some council activities, which means all of the districts together participate, but before I do that, I don't want to be remiss and not mention that each of you are part of different districts. So, of course, you have your units, you have your districts, and you have your council. Of course, you have unit activities such as Pinewood Derbies. You have district activities such as Klondikes and Camporees. We have summer camping, which I'm sure we'll be talking more about later. We have our high adventure, which I'm sure we'll be talking more about, merit badge, and those types of things. So in addition to all of that stuff, then we have what we call council activities. So some of the council activities are on the screen. Thank you, Jim. So we have Halloween Fun Days coming up on October 23rd. Lots and lots of activities there, so come out and enjoy that at Scout Haven. We have our first aid rally. Unfortunately, as you know, this last year we had to run the first aid rally virtually, but even virtually, we had about 75 participants. So we had some training in the morning for your Webelos, and then we have competition in the afternoon. So based on their skill level, they were able to participate in different first aid exercises and scenarios, which are very, very educational and very, very fun. We have Maple Fun Days out at Scout Haven, and Digger does an incredible demonstration of maple sugaring. We did some maple candies this year, we did some cooking demonstration, we did some STEM activities, and we did some games. We have Scouting for Food that we'll have on the calendar that I understand is out tonight, which is in April, which we'd like you all to participate in. And last but not least, I'm going to ask Andy, who chaired our family camping event this year, to come over and tell us a little bit about family camping, which was extraordinary this year. Andy?
Okay, thank you. I think there's a lot of people here tonight that were busy this past weekend. So shake your heads, yes, nod yes, if you were there. But in any event, it's the idea of Scout Family Camp is to give new scouts, or cubs really, an opportunity to get a taste of what camp life is all about, where they have to put up a tent. We do provide meals, so they don't cook themselves. But they go and they get a taste of all the activities that we have, whether it be scout skills, outdoor ethics, the BMX course. We had a great innovative program with astronomy, where our astronomy person had a telescope that we could look at the sun during the day. So rather than normally when you'd see the stars, there was an astronomy program that we had. BB guns, archery, tomahawk throwing. So it really is sort of like a taste of camp, which is great. The parents enjoy it just as much as the kids. And I'll just take a moment and thank all the wonderful staff that we have for that program. So that's something that for Cub Scout leaders especially, put that on your calendar for next June. It really is a fantastic event, and it'll give them a taste of Cub Camp come July and August next year. So I hope to see everyone out at all these events that Mona mentioned, and especially at Summer Camp and Scout Family Camp coming up. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, a couple other updates, and we'll keep moving along here. Thanks, Mona and Andy. Wanted to also talk to you a little bit about Birchbark Expeditions. This year, we had to do something very different because the Canadian border has been closed, and we moved our program temporarily up to the Adirondacks. And we've got some 15 crews that are going out with us this summer. Even despite all the headaches with the pandemic and all, we still are going to be paddling this year, so we're excited about that. Of course, we didn't paddle last year, but we're really excited about that. The plan is to move back to up to Algonquin this next year. We've got some program materials in the back of the room about Birchbark Expeditions, and we generally open our registration for our own council on October 1st, and then open it to the regular public, to other units outside our council on November 1st. So keep that in mind with your unit. And a great way to get started with a canoeing program is a new program we launched last year. In the middle of a pandemic, we launched this new program called Western New York Waterways. And what this basically is a few hours or an afternoon or a day on the water. A benefactor was so kind to give us a trailer with 6 canoes on it that we can haul around here in Western New York. And with our trusty guides, we can give you some ideas of where to go and give a nice supervised experience paddling on some of these local waterways. The Buffalo River is a huge favorite. Oak Orchard's another favorite. but it could be ponds and lakes anywhere in the Western New York area. And again, it's a great way to kind of get people started, and then when they're ready to move up to a full-blown week-long backcountry experience in Algonquin. All right, so now I want to turn it over to Rob Reeves, who's going to talk to you about some of the programs he's responsible for. Where'd he go?
Thanks, Ellen. What a great day. It is so amazing to see a lot of folks I haven't seen in over a year, and it's been wonderful. I mainly want to talk about National Youth Leadership Training. This is our premier youth leader training course for Scouts age 13 and up. So Scouts BSA, boys and girls, Venture Scouts, Sea Scout as well. We are doing something different. We're making a 2-weekend course, so still a 6-day experience, but over 2 weekends. And we've gotten a lot of positive feedback about how some people are more available to participate with this new schedule. And registration is open right now. I double-checked it on my phone. I'm hoping to get the first registrations before I leave tonight. And another thing we've done with registration is allowed for just a $25 deposit to hold your spot, and then you don't have to pay the full balance. And so we do want to know who's interested, and I've gotten a lot of great interest so far. We're also still recruiting staff, both youth and adults, so come see me at the table over there if you haven't already. All right, outdoor ethics. Mike Steffen is here in the back, and he has a table with some information on our upcoming Leave No Trace trainer courses, our course that we're offering in the spring, and the information is up there. Mike's got some handouts. And we also have information on the new, sort of renamed BSA Distinguished Conservation Award, as well as the Scouts BSA Outdoor Ethics Awards. And those are, especially the Outdoor Ethics Awards, are really easy to earn. There's 2 different levels, and very few Scouts and leaders have earned them, and we want to encourage more folks to go out for them. So go see Mike if you have more questions about any of those 3 things. All right, and then also I just want to put a plug in for Jane from the Buffalo Orienteering Club, who's out here in the corner, and she has a lot of stuff that could help your Scouts BSA troops especially meet that first-class requirement to participate in a 1-mile orienteering course. And in my experience in scouting, I think that's one thing that scout leaders don't always fully have the training they need to do successfully, and the Buffalo Orienteering Club can help with that. All right, thanks. Back to Alan, I guess.
All right, so let's wrap up with a couple of last-minute reminders. We've got about another hour until we're going to do the drawings for all the door prizes. So you got plenty of opportunity to talk to people at the tables. The soft drink bar is still open. I see Joe's back there pre-drawing some drinks. And I think there was still a few hot dogs back there. So enjoy. He's got 5, okay. So no mad rush, don't trip over each other. And we'll do the drawing in probably 45 minutes or so, give you plenty of time to meet around with these tables, and we'll go from there. So thanks a lot.